We're going to use area models to divide fractions by whole numbers. It's really important for you to be able to visually picture what's going on in a division problem so that your quotients make sense. These models are going to help us see what's happening. So Mrs. Jervis has 2/3 of a pan of brownies, and she wants to split that 2/3 of a pan of brownies evenly among her 3 children. Our question is, what fraction of the brownies will each child receive if they share equally? So the expression that we're looking at is we're starting off with 2/3 of a pan of brownies, and we want to divide that equally among 3 kids. So 2/3 divided by 3. If I'm going to show this visually using this rectangle here, the first thing I need to do is start off with 2/3 of a pan of brownies. So I'm going to take this rectangle and divide it into thirds, and I'm going to shade in 2/3. Now I know that these thirds aren't exactly evenly spaced, and that's okay because this is just a model. So this represents 2/3 of a pan of brownies. Now this, once upon a time, was a full pan of brownies, but this section right here has already been eaten. So all we have left are the 2/3 over here. Now Mrs. Jervis is going to take these 2/3 and share it evenly among her 3 children. So she's going to take this brownies and split it up between her kids. So this would be the first child. This is the second child. And this is the third child. So each child is going to get to eat this much. Now remember, for this little section over here that's just green, that part was already gone to start with. So what's left, each child really is just going to get to eat this much. Each child is going to get to eat 2 sections of this original pan of brownies. Now, in order for us to figure out what fraction it is, we need to figure out how many pieces of brownies were in the original pan. So if I count up all these pieces, I can see that there were 9 pieces in our original pan of brownies. So 2/3 divided by 3 equals 2/9. That means that each child gets 2/9 of our original pan of brownies. Now let's look at this one. In this situation, we have 4 people who want to share 3/4 of a pound of chocolate. And we want to know how much chocolate does each person get if they split it equally. So again, let's think about this problem first. We have 3/4 of a pound of chocolate, and we want to divide it evenly among 4 people. So 3/4 divided by 4. So let's start by taking our model and showing the 3/4 of the pound of chocolate that we have to start. So there's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Now, this part here is already gone. That's already been eaten. Right now, all we have is 3/4 of a pound of chocolate. And we want to take this 3/4 of a pound of chocolate and split it evenly between 4 people. So I'm going to draw lines going the other way to represent my 4 people. This right here would be person 1, and this would be person 2, person 3, and person 4. Now each person is going to get to eat this much chocolate. Now remember, this little section over here that's just green is missing already eaten. Each person's going to get to eat this amount. So again, each person's going to get to eat 3 pieces. But we need to figure out 3 out of how many? How many pieces were in the original chocolate? So I count up all my pieces, and I see that originally there were 16 pieces in this chocolate. So 3/16. So 3/4 divided by 4 is 3/16, which means each person will get 3/16 of a pound of chocolate.